What's up, guys? I'm TJ,
And I'm B Red.
and welcome to Airsoft Brothers. So, this is going to be a little channel that B Rad and I are starting to just log our Airsoft adventures, our just fun times we go out and have in the field. We're also going to add some maybe milsim gameplay that we played with each other on here and have some fun. Um, and just a little channel to have some things that we can look back on. I have a GoPro. He's planning on getting a GoPro, so we can actually even put our POVs while we're out playing in a
Yep.
video as well. Um,
Yep. Have some shorts ready to go for an instant watch for you people doom scrolling.
so we have a list of things of going down of some questions for this first episode, just to kind of introduce ourselves and tell a little bit about us and everything. So first, who are we? Again, I'm TJ, and he's introduced himself as.
B Red.
Um, Next thing is, what is it we love about airsoft? For me, I'm a noob. I never played, um, but I love the strategy, being able to go out there and just be with friends, the adrenaline rush that I know people can get. Um, so that's what I am excited for.
I'm a 4 year veteran of Airsoft. I've been all around the Maryland state playing Airsoft. I've been around Pennsylvania quite a bit at playing Airsoft. And it is one of my favorite hobbies, especially the adrenaline.
Next, why did we choose our names? I'm TJ, for example. I chose that name because my family friends call me that. It's been my gamer tag for years, and it's just something that's stuck. So I was like, I'm just gonna stick with that even in the field.
My my gamer tag is Spartan B-Rad, and I've been called B-Rad by multiple people, especially in high school, and it kind of just stuck. And I've been Spartan B-Rad ever since. But B-Rad is my call sign in Airsoft no matter what. And I will not change it for anybody or anything. So I'm just going to keep that.
And
Uh,
I probably should have added this in there too. We are in two separate states right now doing these videos. I'm in Tennessee, B Red's in Pennsylvania. We've known each other for, should have done the math,
at least 15 years.
at least 15 years. We I grew up in his development. I moved in his development, became friends, kind of stopped talking for a while, and be,
We
started.
got back together due to our mutual friend who was getting married at the time.
Yeah, we'll get into a little bit of that story here in a little bit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so hopefully in the near future we'll be able to. I either go up to Pennsylvania or B Rat comes down here to Tennessee, and we'll be able to do a vlog or video with us in the same room. Be together and do one of our videos. Um, because I do plan on going up there and playing some of his fields as he plans on coming down and playing some here in Tennessee. So what
Absolutely.
kind of leads us into our next question: how long have we played the game? Again, I'm a noob, haven't played yet. Kind of went against B Rad's advice of. At first, I was like, so this is kind of where I can come bring the story of our mutual friend. He was getting married, and we abducted him on his bachelor party. We had mask, but B Brad ended up bringing his airsoft mask, which is a tan skull mask, and I thought it was freaking awesome. Anyway, our friend was getting on his bachelor party. B Rad brought his mask, and I thought it was pretty cool. And at the end of the bachelor party, before we went our ways, B Rad gave me his mask, and it kind of started something for me. Um, I really wanted to get into the game, and I was sending B Rad links after links of guns and equipment. And he's like, "Dude, just go and rent it. $55, rent it first." I didn't take
Mm-hmm.
that. I didn't take that advice. I got a whole storage bin full of equipment now. Um, so hopefully I get out there and like it. And I can tell you this: if I get out there and don't like it, my wife will have my ass because of the money I spent. So,
and that's fine. The people I know who have not gone with my advice usually tend to like it anyway. But it is an extremely fun sport for pretty much ages all around, and I've even seen 70-year-olds play. So it tells you how fun that game is.
so pass it off to
Um,
B Rad. How long have you been playing?
4 years, ever since towards the end of COVID when they started taking away the mask mandates. Started with 80 people. That was a fun time. We were doing small maps on a field we'll be going into later. And then once we started getting into multiple fields with hundreds of people, then it started to get pretty fun, especially after having the gear for multiple years. I have some outdated gear. I got our mutual friend into it. I got TJ into it. And right now, pretty much I'm going to be mentoring him at least a little bit until he gets his feet under him. And hopefully he doesn't nearly get shot as much as me.
I'm gonna shoot B Rad myself.
I'll get his fingers.
So that kind of leads us into our next thing. What is one thing we'd like to improve on this year, with Airsoft? For me, I haven't been out there to play, so I really don't have much I can improve on. Maybe not spend as much money on gear anymore. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to improve on that. So, what about you, B Rad?
Mine is pretty much the activeness. Now, I can always get gear. That's never really a problem. But it's more of there are grenades, there's tactics, and everything else. Grenades, I tend to play outdoor fields. I got to start throwing better. So, because mine tend to hit branches and fall straight down. Blows me up in the process. Not fun.
Thanks for the warning, so don't stand by when you're throwing a grenade. Thanks.
Yeah. The only ones I'm good with, smoke grenades. Those are fun. But otherwise, it's more of the last stance. People charging out like they're in a video game. Doesn't work. And you usually get lit up. I got lit up 3 times, twice in the back. The last time was in the front. That's why I'm not doing it again.
So, I kind of a question for you, B Rad. I know some viewers might actually ask, how bad does it hurt?
Depends on the person, but it also depends on where you get shot at. The finger, really bad. I know people that can't even hold their guns properly anymore just because they got shot in the pinky. Other times, you get shot in the neck, the leg, anywhere else. You feel it? It's almost like if you ever dealt with hornets back in school, wrapped up little paper
With the
wads
rubber
with rubber
band?
bands.
Yep.
Correct. It feels a little bit harder than that because these pellets can go anywhere from the lowest I've seen is 100 FPS or feet per second to 500 and a little bit more feet per second FPS.
Fun fact, I actually just watched a YouTube video where a dude had his gun up to 753 FPS.
In which
Obviously,
case, that
it wouldn't be allowed on the field, but
no, because that's actually going into actual weapons.
yeah,
Instead of being non-lethal, it's getting to less than lethal
right.
because some weapons can go start at the lowest and really injure somebody at 700, even 600.
Yeah. So next thing, we'll talk about some of the fields that we are gonna play on, would like to go play on. So actually, I haven't played yet, but like I said, I'm here in Tennessee. Let me share this screen here, and I can actually show you the. So this right here is Predator Armory. It's an airsoft field. You can't even see the stream, can you?
No, try going to satellite mode.
How about now? Now you should be able to see. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Bear with us. We're still learning this whole thing. So I can't. I've never been here, so I don't know if this is all the. I'm assuming all these little buildings are a part of it. From what I'm told, it's a pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty big field.
TJ, try satellite mode on your screen.
Ah.
So
Right here.
correct, and it looks like there is a bunch of things in the woods as well.
Why does it keep losing it? Yeah. So it's a pretty big, decent size
Hmm.
field. This is where B Rad and I won't go if he come when I shouldn't say if when he comes down because he's gonna come down. Um,
Absolutely.
and we're gonna play here. We are hoping here in April to actually try and go somewhere. I'm gonna try and make it back to Pennsylvania, hopefully, and if we do, we're gonna try and go. If not, we'd like to plan a trip to this place here, which I don't know if anyone has heard of, Ballahawk. I've heard great things about this place. Um, I guess they do a lot of mill sims here, and I heard it's
Hmm.
a blast to go and play at. So this is a place that we would definitely like to try and get to. Um,
Yep, and it's also one of the largest fields on the East Coast, at least in the midsection around DC.
I did not know that, but that's awesome. But yeah, now I'll pass it off to B-Rad so he can talk about his field that he goes to, mainly goes to.
Now, the field I go to and was my first field is this place called Ambush Paintball and Airsoft, or Airsoft and Paintball. And you can see it, correct, TJ?
Yep, I got your stream. I'm like the Google images.
Yep.
Yep.
Location between Philly and Chambersburg and just south of Harrisburg and Lancaster. It's in called Conestoga. It is 2 hours away from me, but it's where I first started playing. Very fun place. I'll actually take a closer look here. Now, here's the safe zone, pretty much where parking is here, the buildings where you can get your gear set up and everything. But this whole area is the field. You have a little town, trailer park town. You have trenches. You have small buildings. You have speedball. You also have a castle and a wooded area right here. And that castle, the most controlled area by far. You control that. You control the field.
Maybe right. I have a question on this here.
What's that?
Do they? So say you get there and it's only a 10-on-10, just for example. Do they open the whole field up to you and you have the whole thing, or will they just like say, nope, we're only going to do the trailer parks?
It would be more of the trailer parks if it's a small group.
Gotcha.
But most of the time, Ambush has large groups. I would say upwards of 150 to 200 people.
Wow.
That's when they'll do full maps and with objectives like bombs, hostage, every pretty much think of Rainbow Six, and you pretty much have the gist.
Gotcha.
And here, this right here is kind of an overview of the trailer park. That tower there is this same tower here. And
Gotcha.
yes, they do allow smoke grenades. Um, here's a little bit inside with this and a castle, which is kind of like a
Attack it is bad. Cool.
yep, and a very simple castle with people that can get in these towers to shoot people.
That's pretty cool. Definitely a place to check out when I come back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, that's kind of a little bit about what we are and what we're going to be doing. For anyone who is asking about what is airsoft, how to get into it, I would recommend watching YouTube videos. Um, there's a lot of people out there that have actually a POV videos, which near
Mm-hmm.
future, B-Rad and I are going to be doing. I got my GoPro. He's going to be getting one. I'm getting a helmet. I got my helmet mount, so we can actually post our POVs and our videos as well. Um, but anyone who is like really interested, like where can I go get gear or anything like that, I'm gonna share this screen right here. Evike, good website. B-Rad's ordered from it. I have not. I go to a local store here for mine, which I'll give them a shout out in my gear review. But Evike, I mean, they have everything airsoft, from actual your rifles, your pistols. You can go electric, you can go gas,
Hmm.
air, you name it. Accessories for it, everything. They even have this cool
And
thing.
parts.
Yep, and parts. Thank you. And they also have this cool deal. It's a mystery box. I mean, as you can see, this one here, it's only $65, and apparently you get a gun with a value of over 100. I've read some reviews on it. They said they've had no issues with it. I mean, as you can see, it's rated
Hmm.
5 stars. Near future, we'd like to get one of these and open on the channel as well. Honestly, B-Rad, I was thinking this probably should be a video that we should do when we're together. We each just buy one of
Hmm.
these and open it together. Uh,
Yeah.
on the channel. So yeah, that's the Evike is a good site. I'll throw the link down in the description for anyone who just wants a direct link to Evike to order from there. Um,
E-bike is also a very good place to check out exactly what you're looking for, and especially for the designated um, brands. KJ Works, Lancer, Elite Force, Stag Force, pretty much anything you would need is on e-bike.
and for anyone who's big on certain brands, I know actual firearm brands are have came into the airsoft world, like Smith and
Hmm.
Wesson. You got Sig Sauer, you got H&K. They have actual rifles, pistols now in the airsoft world.
Yep. And each and every single gun is pretty much one-to-one replica with weight scale as well, with a loaded weapon.
Yep, some that
So I,
some they may have kickback, full working
mhm.
slides with, like I said, the kickback on it. Um, so it's pretty realistic.
Yep, which is why the orange tip rule is very much regulated in state by state and even county by county in some places.
Yeah. So this is just a little channel we're going to be using to, like I said, track our adventure, track our progress on how we're doing in the game, and we've even talked about doing like a little kill death ratio on ourselves, and from there, I think our next video is actually going to be us going over our gear, actually showing our gear on camera. As I
Hmm.
as I stated, I acquired a good bit of gear, and
Hmm.
B-Rad's got 4 years into it, so we know he's got a decent amount. So it'll be a decent long video on that. Um,
Hmm.
B-Rad, you got anything to add to this?
Pretty much when we go over the gear on our next video, then we'll talk about specific rules and reasons for said rules. But otherwise, it's one of those games where you play safe, you play hard, and it's extremely fun for most of all ages. The only thing I could say is, I lost what I was going to say.
Have fun.
There is that. Have fun, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do.
All right, that's it then. TJ out.
Be rad in.